more collaging. This I will show you next week. But I just love this. See this paper? This is so old. This is from how we used to send our letters by email overseas. They've even got some sort of print on them. I love it. And I'm real spongy with using it. I use 1 page per journal. I love it that much. There's a pocket there or envelope with a tuck behind it. There's all this. Just lots of stuff. Lots of goodness. Again, I showed you these and I showed the round them after I showed you how to do them. Oh, it's so much fun. It really, really was fun journal to make. How gorgeous is that page. You just don't want to spoil it. You just want to keep it natural. And then another tuck. Using various collages. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. And with this journal, I just didn't concentrate on just the one thing. I concentrated on everything, you know. There's a tuck there. It's a big tuck, not a little tuck at all. And more pages. I need to do something here. I want to rephrase some more of that. It's just a gorgeous journal. It really is. I love the pages. And the fact that I didn't go out shopping to buy something. I already had the stuff I used. Except for buying tea and coffee. This is Underlake, stop the carpet from slipping. I've been using that. And see, different, there's another pocket there. So this is what I call a journal of more ideas, you know, because you're trying to come up with concepts that are going to work for you. And this worked for me. Again, I made that tag last week and I showed you how to collage it. And then I've gone ahead and sewn all around it. You can still write on it. And there's the back. Now, all I've got to do this journal is just a couple of more things. That shouldn't be on it. And that's complete. And there's nearly 400 pages of journal. Now, what I wanted to show you, and you might be interested in, is, I'll just move that away, what I do to achieve crunchy ribbon. Now, what I do is, I'll show you how crunchy it is. Look at that. That one's not as crunchy because that doesn't look like it's seam binding. But this is seam binding and this was not crunchy. This was as straight as, I might put that bit in there because that might crunch up with the other one. We'll give it a go anyway. So what you do, now I've already tea stained some muslin. All I did is sprayed it straight in here. There's a little bit of muslin here. So I've put it down and I've just sprayed it. That's done. Now I'll leave that alone. And what I'll do, now that ribbon, which is seam binding, there it is there, it's straight as. So what you do, normally I would just give it a bit of dampness with the tea. But what I'll do, I might mix it with that piece of cloth. And then I'll show you what to do. And that will dampen the ribbon for me. So, Where is she? There's that fabric. See, I use these for my layers and stuff, so it's ideal doing it this way. So that was that seam binding that was straight. So what I do is I use these beautiful drops. Make sure it's tight. In some water. And this will last you for ages. And, oops, I was nearly going to fall. Oopsie daisy. So what you do, I didn't add any to this one, so I will. This will darken it. And then, if you want a quick dry of all this ribbon, so you keep doing this to it. And this is what's going to create that creased, crunchy ribbon. This is how they do it. If you want pink, you get pink distress ink. Like I said, I think that one's espresso. Just distressed ink. See, this one's satin. So it's not going to be as good, but it will still crunch up and darken up. This, would you believe, was grey. So there you go. And we're going to achieve some beautiful ribbon here. Then once you're satisfied, you chuck it in your oven, microwave, and nuke it 20 seconds at a time. But do not unfold it. You leave it creased. Because this is what's going to create the creases. Is when you're drying it. You can even leave it to dry like this. It'll dry overnight. Despite my napkin being all... But how easy is that to do it that way? You're not making a mess. You are literally doing it all in one place. See, that satin isn't working, but the other stuff is. But I reckon if I crease it enough and put it in the nuke it in the oven, I think it will. So what I might do is curl it up that way, and it will possibly crease because I used some yesterday and it did crease when I curled it up that way. But look at it, nicely creased, and that's what you want. So it needs to be steam binding. I thought the lady told me this was seam binding. It's not, it's satin ribbon. But look, it's taking to the coffee really well. So are my hands, laugh out loud. So I'll come on next week and I'll go through some more stuff. I've got some ideas. Like I said, please use your stamps. They are so much fun in junk journaling. If you haven't got any like my ones, use what you got. But like I said, don't forget, if you're stamping on fabric, you need to put paper just to give you that bit of oomph. These can be separated if you put them on paper. You just cut them out and then lay them over as you've seen what I've done. The tickets. Create little pocs. They're really ideal. But anyway, thanks for watching. I better go. I've done this 3 times and I'm sick of doing it. Bye. Enjoy your weekend.